Can someone with zero experience bike over 1,000 miles across Europe? To test this theory, we'll bring in our usual test step.
Howdy folks, Eric here.
My goal is to make it from Friedrichshafen, Denmark, all the way down to Munich, Germany for Oktoberfest, the biggest party in the world. So I borrowed an old mountain bike from my cousin in my parents' hometown of Skövde, Sweden, and began my training. This is easily the most difficult yet rewarding adventure of my life, so I hope you enjoy the ride. In the last video, I dealt with some bike troubles and made my way through the beautiful Leine-Heide nature area. In today's video, Germany becomes suddenly hillier as I follow the Leine-Heide Radweg south to Mühlhausen and Erfurt. Enjoy! I'm about 10 kilometers out of Hanover now. Got a nice little bench spot here. It is already like 84 degrees out and the sun is quite sweltering, but gonna keep at it. I got about 40 kilometers today left to the next campsite. Coming through the town of Els, I just stopped and finished that salad from earlier and grabbed some canned goods. I have about 16 kilometers to the next camping spot, so I'm gonna keep at it. I just pulled off onto some really gorgeous farmland here. You can see in the distance, Germany is finally starting to get some elevation. I am heading in this general direction, so I believe there will be at least one big uphill before we get to Humboldt Sea Natur camping. Should be really nice. Just came up through the town of Mariehagen. It is a very small town, almost has like a Bavarian style to it, but it's been straight uphill here for like a whole kilometer, and I have a ways to go, you can tell. In the hot sun, it's like 90, and I am just sweating out of control. So I took a quick break, about to get back to it. Only 5 kilometers left. Tent's looking nice and cozy. I got my mashed potato cup. We're getting ready there, and some more herring fillets. That will be my first dinner of the day. All right, I came up from way down in this valley here and coming up about 5 kilometers. I have a few hundred more meters to go, and then I'll have done over 1,000 feet in about 6 or 7 kilometers, which is pretty insane, especially with all this weight on my bike. Came all the way down, it sort of zigged and then zagged back on this main road here. It was baller. I went like 50 kilometers an hour. Woo, that was easily the hardest uphill that I've done to date, but the reward was amazing as well. So I'm gonna head into town and get some breakfast / lunch going. Just had a really gnarly uphill coming up here, and now I've got a nice downhill going down through the town of Vorwolle. I've done about 20 kilometers now and I have 30 to go, so I'm gonna keep at it. It's hot and sweaty, but staying strong. I'm just past halfway now, coming down more of a farm road here. Finally got off that cycleway. Feeling good about that. It is just super hot today though. I'm taking a lot of breaks, but we'll get there eventually. Another 30 kilometers to go. Just had some lunch and came through the town of Einbeck, which is super cute. More and more towns are starting to get that sort of Bavarian vibe, so I'll start recording again a little more. Here's a nice river, and I got 14 kilometers to go. The rolling hills of Lower Saxony. I'm on this cycleway here. Took a quick break. I think I got 7 kilometers left. Ooh, just did this final uphill. Absolutely destroyed me. But there was a nice view there down, and our campsite is just around the corner here. Ooh, I am just so exhausted today. And we are all packed up. Gonna enjoy this downhill. Ooh.
415.
Just came out of the town of Hardenberg. Super cute Bavarian vibe. I've done about 15 kilometers. I have 10 more into Thuringen, and then a lot more after that. So let's keep at it. So I ended up stopping in Thuringen, which is a fairly large town. It has a box hotel, just like Hanover. And I got myself a quick dinner box. You gotta. All right, I've come 6 kilometers out of Thuringen here. I've got a 65 kilometer day to Mulhausen, and I've got the gnarliest uphill yet to come. It's about 600 feet in 10 kilometers or so, maybe less. I will show you when I get there. Not excited for that. It's another hot day, but let's get at it. Coming on the cycleway here, you can see there's a nice little stop here for the Leine-Heide Radweg, which I was following a little bit further north when I was around Lüneburger Heide, but I'm sort of back on it again here. You can see down through Thuringen. I'm around here now. Probably gonna grab lunch here, and then I'm gonna follow it 90% of the way in here before I cut further south to Mulhausen. There is like a big park here, but it's also quite elevated. So if you skirt around, you kind of avoid the worst of the steep slopes. So I'm hoping that works well, but it means I'm doing like a 75 kilometer day today. So gonna get right back to it. Just passed through the town of Hellebad Hengstedt, I believe. There's a lot of big mouthfuls here in Germany. Anyhow, I'm just about halfway now. I've done about 37 and I have another 38 kilometers to go. At least one more giant uphill in the future, but feeling good. It's hot, but not too bad. The bike is rolling real good here, and I've managed to set up my charger here so I can charge on the go. Pretty cool. Coming through the town of Büren here. Very cute Bavarian style you can see here. And gorgeous old church as well. This is where I'm going to break off from the Leine-Heide Radweg and start heading a little more south towards Mulhausen. My uphill is really soon to come. Not looking forward to that, but then I'll get lunch soon after, so might as well keep at it. I had a quick lunch in Dingolstadt. Now I'm only about 6 kilometers away from Mulhausen. Beautiful nature area here, and I just had to stop as I'm passing below this old bridge. So cool, so beautiful, so scenic. This is a lovely spot down here by the river. I'm beat though, it's about 5:30 now. You can tell from the lighting. Whew. Almost done. Ooh, hello, hello. Somehow this was only 60 euro. Kitchen, 2 beds, bathroom. Really nice spot here. You can see out down. Some construction going on this road, unfortunately, but no worries. See the church there in the background? Absolutely gorgeous. Mulhausen, so far, seems like a really cute, historic town, so hoping I can wander a little tonight. I'm super tired, and it's already like 6:30 though, so we'll see. Gonna get some food and a shower. Relax. Just noticed this final touch. Tiny bag of gummy bears in each pillow. Might as well smash those. Look how old the side of this building is here. It's like Saturday at 7 o'clock, but it's deathly quiet on most of these streets. There's even a washing machine, just getting it going. Hopefully my clothes can dry on the drying rack before tomorrow morning. Time will tell, but to hop in the shower. It is still quite hot and there's no AC in here, so gotta wait for the day to cool off before I open up some windows. That fresh shower though. I've managed to find some college football in German. That's always fun. Ooh, what a beautiful sight. Now it's almost time for bed. I'm a tired boy. Alrighty folks, another hot and humid day in Bavaria, Germany. Got a little bench here, 8 kilometers out of Mühlhausen now. I have a 65 kilometer day today. Just gonna eat my banana for breakfast here and continue. It's about 2:30 now. I've done almost 50 kilometers. I have about 17 to go. I'm just passing through Gebesee and now 16 to Erfurt. Just passing through the small town of Walschleben. I have about 13 kilometers left to my hostel in Erfurt, so let's finish it up strong. Hello, hello. Living in the dorms again. Cheap though, here in Erfurt. Seems like a pretty small town actually, from what the people are telling me, but a lot of history and plenty to see, so I'm gonna enjoy a nice, relaxing break here. I'm ahead of schedule, so might as well. After grinding for several days, I arrived in Erfurt, which was one of my favorite stops along the way. The cathedral in town is absolutely gorgeous. There's a ton of tight cuts like this in between the streets, which I'm kind of digging, but it is sketchy. In the next video, I travel through the Thuringen Wald UNESCO Heritage Site and explore the historic city of Nuremberg. If you are enjoying the content, please subscribe down below. Thanks for watching.